want to figure out if there's a way to unstick this snowmobile without getting in the water.
Yeah, we have half the machine in the water. Definitely limits what we can do.
So what do, man?
Some nylon webbing I call mule tape.
Okay.
We've got a machine here, plenty of horsepower, a track, an anchor point. I see a tree over here, an anchor point off of, and the power of the machine, letting the machine do the work.
So you're saying tie onto the track, hit the gas, and you're hoping that that tow rope is going to wind around the track and pull it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
First thing we're going to need to do is dig us out a little bit so we can access the track and get our mule tape tied up. We're just going to pull this mule tape into these holes of the track, these windows.
So Trent, this mule tape doesn't look very thick.
It's kind of like a climber's webbing. It has a 2,500-pound strength, so.
You think this will hold when we start pouring the gas onto that snowmobile?
I think it will.
I'm just going to tie a timber hitch around this thing. I'm just going to double this up. That's about the strongest anchor knot you can tie. Does that look good?
That looks good. Let's see if it works. Just going to give it a little gas and...
Unbelievable, man. Yanked it right up out of there.
Yeah, very little effort from myself. Let the machine do the work.
And here's the kicker, man. You're totally dry.
At this point, I hadn't, really thought about how bad things could get because I'm still the Olympic champ and I can do anything, because I can pick up this 600-pound snowmobile and throw it around like a toy. So I was still feeling pretty comfortable about myself, thinking I can get through this.
With darkness approaching, Rulon continues to ride, crisscrossing the Salt River trying to find his way out. But when his sled gets stuck between two boulders, he is finally stopped cold.
As I'm trying to pull my snowmobile from being unstuck, I finally get it dislodged. As I'm pulling it, my hands slip. And as my hands slip, I fall backwards in the river. And as I hit, I'm like, oh, this is so cold. And I'm leaning back. I'm like, my pants are wet, shoulders are wet, hands are wet. Everything on me is wet. And so at that point, I turn over and say, well, you're in serious, serious danger.
This is my body of proof.
Proof of less joint pain.
And clearer skin.
This is my body of proof that I can take on psoriatic arthritis.
With Humira.
Humira works by targeting and helping to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to both joint and skin symptoms. It's proven to help relieve pain, stop further joint damage, and clear skin in many adults. Humira is the #1 prescribed biologic for psoriatic arthritis.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Want more proof? Ask your rheumatologist about Humira.
What's your body of proof?
What makes the new DiGiorno Crispy Pan Pizza different than delivery?
Pan, 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 pan.
Pan, pan. You bake it fresh in its own pan, giving our new DiGiorno limited time. Vivisca
investors.
I'm counting a little bit on my previous design with
crucial data that could help investigators in the Russian probe. So what's that all about?
Well, yeah, resident became the first locally transmitted case of the Zika virus in the state this year. The Florida Department of Health says the patient started feeling the symptoms after returning from a trip to Cuba with their partner. Now, experts say they acquired Zika while in Cuba, but they were bitten by a mosquito near their home in Manatee County, and that mosquito transmitted the disease to their partner. Health officials believe that there is no evidence of an ongoing active Zika transmission.